Hey guys, Prowl1701 here, and today we are going to be ranking Phase 2 of the MCU movies. And we have 6 of them in Phase 2, and I'd swear I'd forgotten just how few there are in Phase 1 and Phase 2. I keep thinking like Phase 3 where it has like 10 of them. But there are 6 movies in Phase 2, and we are going to be looking at those. I've already done a list ranking Phase 1, and I'll try to remember to add a link to that down in the description below. If you check and it's not there, I forgot. I'm sorry in advance. At the bottom in 6th place is Thor: The Dark World. I don't really get into this one. Chris Hemsworth is fine in it. Natalie Portman is fine in it. Odin, I don't like what they do with Odin. They just kind of make him a weak old man and an obsessed weak old man. Because in the first one, Odin's still a threat. Odin is powerful. Odin is someone you don't really want to cross. In this one, Odin just kind of seems like an old man. His powers are waning. I feel like Anthony Hopkins just really didn't get well written in this, in my opinion. You have Christopher Eccleston as Malekith or whatever the bad guy's name is, the leader of the Dark Elves. And of course, I love having Christopher Eccleston in it. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, so I like that. But his character is very two-dimensional, and plus he's buried under all the prosthetics. So while I think his acting is fine, I just don't think he has a lot of material to work with. And because of that, it makes him kind of an uninteresting villain, really. I like Loki in this, and Loki's relationship with his mother, played by Rene Russo, Freya, I believe, is really, really nice. And of course, how upset Loki gets when she dies is really well done. But just overall, this movie doesn't work with me. They tried to make Thor too serious. Even the first one had a lot of comedy elements in it that this one doesn't have. I definitely think Thor is better suited for comedy like Ragnarok, or even the first one. And what they tried to do here just didn't work. Dark World is one of my least favorite, one of my least favorite MCU movies, just overall. Number 5 on the list is Iron Man 3. I really need to rewatch this one. I don't hate it. I don't even really dislike it. It's just very meh to me. It's just eh. I do love the twist with the Mandarin with Ben Kingsley. I thought that was really clever. I didn't see that coming, especially if you've been watching the trailers for the movie and the marketing and all that, the way they built that and him up. To have that little twist you find out, and watching Ben Kingsley play that part is so hilarious. I actually really enjoyed that. That's actually could be my favorite part of the movie. Robert Downey Jr., of course, is great in the movie. But just overall, I don't think much of it. It's just very meh. I really need to rewatch that one. If I do rewatch it, I might do a review on it. Number 4 on the list is Ant-Man, and to be honest, this one probably deserves to be higher. I like it. It's silly. It's fun. Paul Rudd is having a ball here, it looks like. He's really great as Scott Lang. But I really like Michael Douglas as Hank as well. The CGI used in the opening scene looks really, really good to make these actors all look, or to make Michael Douglas look so much younger is really well done. I really love that opening scene. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's just a fun movie. Probably deserves to be higher on the list, to be honest. Number 3 is Age of Ultron, which is good. It's not great. It's not even really, really good. It's just good. It's my least favorite of the Avengers movies, but I still find it interesting. I like bringing in Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. They're both played really well. I like the dynamic between most of the cast. The whole Black Widow and Hulk thing doesn't really work for me. The whole sun's getting low. Whatever. Doesn't really do much for me. I really like James Spader voicing Ultron. I like James Spader. Man, if it wasn't for James Spader, I wouldn't love The Blacklist as much as I do. But man, do I love that show. He's so good in it. And he voices Ultron really well. I don't really like Ultron's character design. Like the actual design of him, I don't care for as much. I wish it looked more like his comic version with the head sculpt and everything. But, yeah, it's good. It's just not as good as the other Avenger movies. Number 2 on the list, I'm going to get in trouble for this one, is Winter Soldier. Look, I don't get into this movie as much as most people do. It's a good movie, and it's not just a good movie. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie, but every time I see people placing it as like number 1 or 2 on their MCU list. I don't get it. I think this movie's overrated. I like it. It's really good. I'd rather watch. It's my least favorite Captain America movie. I like the first Captain America movie better. I like the third Captain America movie better. I like the first Iron Man better. I like the Spider-Man movies better. I like Ragnarok better. It's got a lot of good stuff going on in it. I really like how they bring Zola back. That's really creative. Is a nice nod to the comics. I love having Robert Redford in there. There's so much good stuff going on in this one. But my God, is there a lot going on in this one? But I personally think it's overrated. I don't understand why it gets all the credit it gets. I don't feel like it's earned it all. And number 1 on the list is Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, this one's fun. I love this. Who would have thought this idea would have worked? Because when I first heard this announced, my first question was, who the heck is Guardians of the Galaxy? What? I don't even think I'd ever heard of this. Or if I had heard of it, it was some obscure, Z-list character, X-list character. I was not familiar with this. So I did not think this would work. And man, was I wrong. It was such a fun movie. The trailers looked so good. The soundtrack is amazing. I absolutely love the soundtrack to this movie. It's such a good soundtrack. I'll never forget seeing the trailer with Hooked on a Feeling on it. Oh, that's such a good trailer. And this movie really, really just blew my expectations away. Because it takes all of the silliness and absurdity and ridiculousness of it and channels it into something positive, has fun with it, plays with it. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And because of that, it's just a hoot to watch. I absolutely love the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Definitely my personal favorite of the Phase 2 MCU movies. So, how about you? What do you think of my list? Please be gentle with Winter Soldier. Comment down below. I always enjoy interacting with you guys. I would love to hear your list. Tell me how you would rank them and why you agree and disagree with the things on my list. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. I have started a Patreon page if you would like to contribute to that and help me steer the direction of my channel, because it does give you access to viewer requests and polls. But most importantly, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.